Earning $3 per hour fruit picking. Let's have a look. Hello everyone, Florian.Heise here, and welcome to another episode of HeiseSays. Grab your stein of coffee and let's have a look at this ABC News article. Calls for a royal commission as report details allegations blueberry farmers paid workers $3 an hour. Well, there we have it. Now, I've had friends who did fruit picking around here, and when they were back in high school, they'd work on the farms and they'd pick fruit and they'd make good money. You often hear in the media, you hear people complaining, oh, why aren't all these people going out picking fruit? Why aren't they doing this? I remember international students who were studying and they'd go out west and they'd fruit pick. You know, they'd all go as a group and stay in accommodation there. Now, I also remember recently seeing shared examples of job posts for Bundaberg, where they get fruit pickers. And the issue was that the farmer would require you to stay on their property, which is fine for someone traveling a great distance, but not good if you're local there. You'd think that a seasonal work would go to the locals, wouldn't you? Well, here we go. So an investigation into the blueberry industry on the New South Wales North Coast is alleging systematic wages theft and international worker underpayment by scrupulous labour hire firms. Sorry, intentional, and I bet you it's international workers. And once again, it's labour hire firms. We see the same thing in the coal industry. Just look at who owns the labour hire firms in the coal industry in New South Wales. Just look at their connections to the unions. So that's why, I have very little time for it. Research by the McKell Institute, commissioned by the Australian Workers Union, claims contractors used by some farms in the Coffs Harbour region have convinced young foreign workers, told you, to accept below-award wages to roll over their working holiday visas. The report, Blue Harvest, released today, says some labour hire firms recruiting fruit pickers for the region are severely and intentionally underpaying their workers and often disappear when complaints about underpayments emerge. The dramatic growth of the blueberry sector in the absence of policy safeguards has made the region a target for nefarious labour hirers. Well, there's one way you can avoid participating in this. Going on the carnivore diet. Cheers. See guys, see all the vegans? See, look. Every time you eat a blueberry, you're contributing to this. I know that's completely unfair, but damn it, the next time someone is all smug that they're saving the planet, I'm going to use that. An audit of job advertisements published in the report, specific to the Coffs Coast blueberry region, found some contractors offering pay rates as low as $60 for a day's work. I mean, it's unskilled labor. It's hard work, but it's unskilled. The horticultural industry is estimated to have enticed 3,000 foreign labourers on working holiday maker visas every year, with a renewal depending on completing 88 days of regional work. The report says the Coffs Harbour coast is home to 65% of Australia's blueberry crops and has attracted more than 2,000 workers at the time of the investigation, which coincided with the 2020 harvest. McKell Institute researcher Edward Kavanagh, who co-authored the report for the AWU, said some foreign workers were being paid as little as $3 an hour. If workers were being paid the appropriate rate on the farms, it would be around $24 an hour. There you go. There's the real question. Should you be paid $4 an hour to pick fruit? There's the question right there. Is that, that's not the market deciding that. That's not the market deciding that 24 hours is the fair price. It is the interventions into the market deciding that. Go on, do it. Force them all to charge $24 a pallet an hour, and then make a punnet of blueberries cost $30. Then you got to import them from overseas. I don't care. I'll just eat beef. Yeah, nature's blueberry beef. Some of the stories. Sorry to those of you that love your berries. Some of the stories have been absolutely harrowing. A lot of working holiday makers are having terrible experiences with subcontractors. We've seen incidents of workers getting abused, trying to chase money from their employer. There are some of the worst case of worker exploitation you'll see in Australia. I mean, this is the thing. We've literally set up a situation where there is an incentive for these people to illegally work below the award wage to stay in the country longer. I mean, this is just crazy. This is our version of all the people coming over into America from Mexico just to get the work illegally below wages. It's just crazy. Workers interviewed in the report complain about a fluctuating daily piece rate, and that employers changed it each day depending on arbitrarily set market rates to ensure a worker's pay remained well below the minimum wage. The ability of employers to reset piece rates each working day enables some employers to sustain low rates of pay for employees irrespective of the fruit condition, while citing market rates as justification, the report says. The ABC has spoken to 3 foreign workers recruited to work on blueberry farms who claim to have been underpaid and exploited by labour hire firms in return for help in extending their visas. Well, there you go. They participated in it to extend their visas. You want to get rid of this? Just remove the option of people being able to extend their visas. There you go. Gone. Right there. There'll be complaints. Oh no, you're being racist. No. This is something that people they're taking advantage of it. I was really surprised. I didn't think this could happen in Australia. I mean, are people so naive? I had this image about this country that was very fair about working and wages, said Argentinian worker Lotiro Wickman. No one complains because we need the job. They know we are desperate for our pay slips. Well, yeah, there you go. That's it. I mean, Isabel, a backpacker from Ecuador, was unable to get hospitality work in Sydney during the pandemic and headed north to pick blueberries, but found the per bucket or piece rate was barely enough to live on. When I arrived, they told me pay per bucket would be from $6 to $8, but in the first week the rate was so low that I was only paid $120. Yeah, how much was it? How many did you pick? The thing is, I didn't have enough time to complete my 88-day visa, so I was told it was that or nothing. Isabel told the ABC the unlawful behaviour by labour hire contractors looks like and feels like modern slavery. Well, no, it's not. Oh, okay. Kind of is. Actually, yeah, it kind of is, because they're being taken advantage of, because there's a power differential, because of this visa extension. That's what it is. That's creating the incentive for people to not go, stuff you, I'm gone. That's it. So the government intervening here, setting these arbitrary rules, because they want to get more people creating this situation. So, I mean, here's the thing. If you're not happy with this, be happy to pay a lot more for your fruit and vegetables. That's it. Or imported fruit and vegetables. That's what's going to happen, guys. Because you either need to remove these minimum wages in this sector and let the market define what the prices are, or prices for these fruit will go up, and then people will import product from overseas because it'll be cheaper and you can ship it over pretty quick or fly it over pretty quick. And then what'll happen? Then there'll be calls to regulate the industry, guys. Labour hire firms recruiting for the region refused to speak on the record when contacted by the ABC, but denied claims that vulnerable foreign workers were being exploited or in some cases mistreated. AWU National Secretary Daniel Walton said the report confirmed a disturbing culture of international worker underpayment in Australia. Well, this is the thing. You're not an hourly rate employee. You're not an hourly rate employee. You're getting paid by what you produce. And if the market rate says it's lower, then maybe it is lower. Maybe that's all they're able to get for their blueberries. What would you rather? They just let them die? This is the problem. This is a problem when all these parties get involved. It's all a big mess. It really is. We've seen worker exploitation with passports being taken. We've seen sexual abuse and physical violence. The concerning thing for us is it's getting worse, not better, Mr. Walton said. I mean, that's the sad thing. You're always going to have this type of crap when you're dealing with people living in accommodation. I mean, it's should be culturally and socially unacceptable. Maybe we need to have enough education for people coming over here and not hand over your bloody passports. However, he defended the report's decision not to name any labour hire firms or farms accused of wage theft. Quite frankly, putting the spotlight on them now is going to give them an opportunity to duck and hide and run away. Mr. Walton criticised previous investigations for failing to clamp down on exploitation and say a royal commission was now necessary to safeguard workers' rights. There is such a massive failing in this industry that a royal commission looks like the most appropriate way to put a stop to it, he said. The ABC contacted 3 blueberry farms in Coffs Harbour region for comment, but calls were not returned. A major supplier with farms on the Coffs Coast, not named in the report but cited by some aggravated workers, refused to comment, but said any allegations of wage theft should be referred directly to employers or the Fair Work Ombudsman. The Fair Work Ombudsman was approached for comment, and of course names have been changed. So, this is a sticky situation, isn't it? $6 to $8. See, that she didn't tell us. She didn't tell us what it was reduced to. That's the thing. That's what I want to hear. I want to see how much it was reduced to. It's hard work, guys. It's not easy work. You know, it's unskilled work. Hard. Takes a long time. And you've got to work hard. I've heard of some people making good money. But the people I know make good money are bloody hard workers. They're not lazy. They get in there and they get it done. There's the thing. So, I mean, do you want to shift them all to hourly rate? Then what incentive is there for these foreign workers? What do you think, guys? Do you think fruit pickers should be paid on an hourly rate or paid on a product? What do you think would get more output from them? You know, I know if you've it's the difference. If you have to pay people hourly rate compared to paying them what they produce, you get much better outcome paying people for what they produce than an hourly rate. 100%. They might drag their feet sometimes, particularly if you pay overtime. They'll drag their feet. Anyway, guys, let me know your thoughts and opinions on this one. Do you feel sorry for the workers? Or do you think some of them just aren't working hard enough? We'll have to see. Or the union's going to come in with a magic royal commission, and then you'll all be paying 4 times as much for a punnet of blueberries, and all of a sudden we'll be seeing farmers complain that offshore blueberries are so much cheaper. I don't know why. Or you're all going to adopt my suggestion and just go carnivore. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Like, share, subscribe to the channel. If you're a fan and want to support the content I create here, there are a few ways you can. You can join us on YouTube or Patreon. You can support us using our affiliate links at Amazon, eBay, Independent Reserve, or AussieBroadband. You can buy merch from HeiseSays or the mugs from Teespring down below. You can also support us using Gold Pass or via PayPal. Take care. I'll see you next time.